So friends, welcome to VTalks Live. Today we have our guest Miss Ashwini Das Gupta with us, and who is going to take us through the very interesting topic of interviews, on how to crack the interview to open the doors of your dream job. So Ashwini Das Gupta is an MBA in HR from Narsi Monji. She is a trained image consultant and soft skills trainer from Image Consulting Business Institute. She is also a NLP trainer from the National Federation of Neuro Linguistic Programming in US. She has more than 15 years of experience in the human resource function and has worked with the leading brands like Nomura, Satyam, Amazon, and many other companies. She regularly conducts trainings, coachings, and seminars in the areas of personality development, soft skills, and NLP. So, welcome, Ashwini.
Hi, Abhishek, and thanks for the warm welcome. I'm really excited to have this conversation, and I'm so glad and warm welcome to everybody who's watching us live right now on the Sunday afternoon.
Thank you, Ashwini. So, Ashwini, आज का हमारा टॉपिक है इंटरव्यूज.
Yes.
So, सबसे पहली चीज जो दिमाग में आती है वो यही होती है जब मैं इंटरव्यू पहली बार दे रहा था, when I was in the age of 18, I gave my first interview.
Okay.
So, मैं बहुत उस time I was very scared from the interview.
Okay.
So, is there any need to be scared by an interview?
Okay, so I have also gone through this, in fact, but honestly, there is no need to get scared. लोगों को इतना जानना है कि सामने वाला भी इंसान ही है बस, unless they're sitting in front of an animal, right? So there's nothing to get scared at, absolutely, provided you are prepared. So preparation is the key. That would be my answer to it.
Okay. So, friends, we have divided this talk in 4 parts. The first part is preparing the interview. The second part will be on the day of interview, how you should conduct yourself. The third part will be how you should handle your interview, what goes around during the interview. And the fourth part is what happens after the interview, what should be your follow-up like. Okay, so we will be taking the questions one by one in this, and you can share your questions. If you have any questions, you can share with us. We will take it in the relevant part. So, Ashwini, my first question goes how one should approach an interview.
Okay, so the approach here should be, like I said, one is strategy and one is you need to prepare yourself. Okay, so when I say by strategy and preparation is basically आपको ये जानना ज़रूरी है कि you should know which company you're applying for. You know, who are the competitors? Basic research of the company you're going to apply for is extremely important. You know, which company, what are the competitors, उनके products and services क्या है, क्या role के लिए आप apply कर रहे हो, what is the job description, understand the job in detail. Because quite often हम क्या करते हैं, हम apply कर देते हैं and we really don't know the detailing of it. Say for example, अगर job में लिखा हो relocation, मतलब एक city से move होके दूसरे city में जाना है, are you okay for that? Or you're just applying and then forgetting later on. So these are basics, you know, before you even approach the interview. Okay. That is one. Second would be your own personal branding, Abhishek.
Okay.
It's extremely important that how are you positioning yourself in the market?
Ashwini, I guess there's some disturbance. So can you place the mic near your?
Sure. Is this better now?
Yeah, this is better.
Okay. So what I was saying is second important factor is your personal branding, Abhishek.
Okay.
When I talk about personal branding, it's not about a name or a logo. It's an individual branding that you're doing on the social platform. Like today in the world of social media, right? Everybody can just on one click can know who you are and what are you really doing.
Right.
So even the HRs, the moment your resumes hit their inbox, the first thing they go and see are social media by default. Okay. No, when I say social media, the focus would be more on LinkedIn. I'm not talking about Instagram and Facebook. That is more from the personal aspect. But LinkedIn, where? How are you showing yourself? What is your positioning there? Are you really calling out your key skills?
Okay.
So these would be the basics that one need to know and understand. And call out clearly What are you known for? Who are you? What are you doing? What are your unique skills that a company should really hire you?
Okay.
Those are the aspects which should come out from the personal branding. And then once that is in place, and then you go ahead and apply the resume, send your resume. And second important part would be whatever you're talking or mentioning in the resume, the same thing should reflect in LinkedIn as well.
Okay.
What I mean to say is establish the facts. For example, if I'm saying I am masters in human resource or मैं pursue कर रही हूँ, there are two different statements actually.
Right.
If I'm pursuing, then you write in brackets pursuing. So the firm does not expect facts or documentation on that degree.
Okay.
But if you just write a master's in human resource, it is understood you have completed a master's.
Okay.
So the information is not really going well there. And that can, whatever you write, you should be able to establish.
Okay. Right.
That's what the HR will look for.
Right. So your resume should be very much true to the facts, and if you
Yes.
get any misstatements or wrong statements,
Yes.
then it can get you in trouble.
Yes.
Okay. And how one should work on his skills prior to the interview?
Now, there are two types of skills, Abhishek.
Okay.
One is your hard skills, which are actually your core skills,
Okay.
like for example, sales and marketing.
Okay.
So sales and marketing के अंदर भी बहुत कुछ आएगा, like negotiation skills आएगा, communication skills, articulation skills, presence of mind, all of that. The second part would be your soft skills, like how are you behaving, what are your traits, your attributes, your communication skill, and how are you approaching people, right? Both the things are very different from each other. So in the interview, it's a package. It's a 360-degree observation the firm will do when you go for an interview. Top to bottom, what you're wearing, if starting from a haircut to shoes, what you're wearing. That's how the observation happens. And then, of course, hard skills jab aata hai, it's totally in your hands how well you're preparing yourself and putting it across the table, right? And to before getting into interview, I would recommend highly understand the job description first. If you're not clear, call the HR or the recruiting agency via whom you're going for the application. Understand that, and then that will help you prepare better. Then you can keep some examples ready in your mind, scenario-based, situational-based examples, because that is definitely going to be asked. And then also keep your facts ready. For example, sales and marketing, right? It's more of a quantifiable job. मतलब आप क्वांटिफाई कर सकते हो, मेजर कर सकते हो कि मैंने इतना सेल्स किया, ये क्वार्टर में किया, टारगेट ये था, उसका स्ट्रैटेजी क्या था. So these are situational and scenario based. So keep those examples so vividly ready so the person is able to relate to what you're talking. If you just say I'm a hard worker, how am I going to believe you as an interviewer? So you have to support that with facts.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And whenever one is preparing for an interview, now the interviews are different when as per the industry and the position. So if you're going for a government job or a PSU or a multinational company or maybe an Indian business group like Tata or Adani, and maybe a smaller entity which is
Yes.
not big as those, and so what should be the approach in those cases?
Okay, so in such cases, the fundamentals still remain the same, Abhishek. But yes, industry-wise, the process changes, the interviewing style changes. Okay, so for example, abhi aajkal to it's very common. People don't really look at from which industry you're coming. The industry is slowly evolving, and they're welcoming other people cross industries applying into their own industry. Like I've seen, media people hiring FMCG people also in sales in their own team because they are evolving right now. But at the same time, the process will differ because हर एक company का एक अलग-अलग तरीका होगा, अलग-अलग process होगा. Irrespective of that, your fundamentals should be very clean and to the mark because that is what is going to help you succeed in the interview. So at the same time, we all know that we cannot know everything, Abhishek.
Right.
अगर मैं खुद की industry में भी जाके apply करूँ, is it possible? It's high possible I might not know everything.
Okay. Right.
And that is why they want to hire me because they want to fill that with my expertise. But when you get into such situation, the only thing what you can do is show the enthusiasm that you are open to learn and you're flexible. But that's what the firm wants. Skills can be taught, Abhishek, not the attitude and the behavior.
Right.
Skills तो मैं आपको ट्रेनिंग में डाल के भी मैं आपको सिखा सकती हूँ, but can I teach you how to behave? Can I teach you what kind of attitude you should have, or professionalism you should have? So that is the highest thing what the firm will look at. Skills, fair enough. I understand you don't come from the same industry, but when you are presenting yourself, the firm will also say, do you have the potential to pick up? Right? But second, why is that you want this change from this industry to industry Y? You need to have a fact ready. Maybe your aspirations have changed, maybe your inclination has changed. That is why. And could be many other reasons, right? सबका अपना अपने अलग reasons होता है. If you're able to establish that and convince the other person, then yes. अगर आप इंटरव्यू में बता रहे हो मेरी desperate, मुझे कुछ भी जॉब चलेगा, that's not going to work. Right? Yeah.
Okay. So, and how say आजकल बहुत सारी कंपनीज इंटर्नशिप के लिए भी हायर करती हैं.
Yes.
So internship का interview is it different from what a person will go for a full-time job?
Yes, of course. So
internship. How should
Sorry.
the interns be ready for going for an internship interview?
Okay, so in internship, basically the focus would be more on the academics, the curriculum what they have done. So they would have led some projects, the subjects. So उनका interview style थोड़ा सा अलग होगा. The questions will be very different because they don't come from experienced background, which is a fair understanding, right? But even over there, the basics will still remain the same. How are you presenting? What is the attitude? What is that? Even from starting the copy of your resume, what are you writing in the resume? Is it even relevant? Are you able to explain? काफी लोग होते हैं जो internships मैंने देखे हैं interviews में. They write, I have done 1, 2, 3 projects, and I've led this project or I've been part of this project. But when you deep dive asking what is your role in that project, they're not able to explain. So articulation something is which is lacking, or they're not clear कि मैंने कैसे lead किया. The idea even to understand that is because even it's not necessary to check your leadership qualities only at a managerial position and above. Leadership qualities will be checked at every level, even as a fresher, because you are going to work with different people, different teams, cross functions. So that skill and that ability should be there. So that is how they will check for interns as well. When it comes to professional experienced people, of course, they have a lot of backing on their past experience. So the firm will expect you to explain everything, whatever you've written there. What have you done there? You know, most often people say, we have done this. But the HR or the manager will want to know what is it you have done. हम लिखते बहुत कुछ है, जरूरी नहीं कि सब कुछ मैंने किया हो. So you have to highlight what you have done. Cash on that. So that would be the key difference in professionals and internships.
And Ashwini, there's a difference between going in for an interview for the first time and going for an interview in the middle of your career. So because sometimes people are going in for their interviews and they are not clearing in the middle of their career. So how one should approach that?
Okay, so for me, the way I look at it, Abhishek, right? Whenever you're going for any interview, be it part-time, full-time, mid of your career, peak of your career, you know, one has to prepare. You have to prepare. There's no choice over here. If you're not prepared and if you don't know what are you doing, what are you getting into, it's not going to work. Your example should be ready in your head. ऐसे नहीं हो कि मुझे कोई सवाल पूछे and I'm thinking and feeling, I'm giving fillers. You know, that doesn't work that way. So काफी लोग बोलते हैं मैं इंटरव्यू क्लियर नहीं हो रहा है. Then go back, reflect back. What really went wrong? According to you, what went wrong? What you could have done better? ये हमेशा ऐसा होता है. Remember when we were writing exams in school and colleges and in our masters. After coming home and we used to look at the questions, oh, I should have written this also. Oh, मुझे वो शायद लिखना चाहिए था. We do reflect back. Same thing you will do with the interviews also. You have to reflect back and see, number 1, reflection. Number 2, call the HR or the recruitment agency or whoever is navigating you, right? Ask them, what's the feedback? Where do you think I could have done better? They will give you that feedback. And then cash on that in the next interview. So you're much more prepared. Like I said, every time it is not necessary, Abhishek will be able to answer everything, which is okay. Which is perfectly okay. People take pressure कि अरे मुझे एक सवाल में आंसर नहीं कर पाया, अब मैं इंटरव्यू क्लियर नहीं. It is okay. At the end of the day, what the firm is going to look at is you, your authentic you. Just be natural, just be honest, and वो reflect करेगा when you're talking to them that way. If you're faking, HR can catch you in split of a second. They are experts in that field, right? They will catch you. So just be honest. If you can actually say in the interview, I'm sorry, I don't know this, but I'll definitely go back and do a research. That's a better answer than lying and then making the HR probe. उसके ऊपर फिर और 10 सवाल फिर तुम और 10 झूठ बोलोगे. It doesn't work that way, right? And then you'll get stuck.
So, Ashwini, you told the importance of doing research on the companies.
Yes.
So can you share some online or social media tools for doing that?
Yes, of course. So there are, LinkedIn is the best, the most professional. I back on LinkedIn a lot personally. Okay, LinkedIn is one. And if you really want to know, there's one more website by name Glassdoor.
Okay.
Glassdoor.com. वहाँ पे तो employees जाके company के बारे में feedback भी देते हैं. Okay, so that kind of gives you quite a lot in view about what the company is all about, the culture is all about. Salaries कैसी है, क्या काम होता है, कैसे लोग हैं. Employees go and write in there. Okay, you can go and see that. The third way would be research the own company website. Lot of companies nowadays are putting their videos with their own real employees. So the employees are actually, talking about how the company is, how the culture is, in the dress code, or they show the entire office, everything. You can even go and do a research. The fourth way is directly ask the HR. Whatever doubts you have in mind, just ask the HR, and HR will say the information which is publicly available. You can also talk to recruitment agencies because they closely work with those companies, so they will have some insight about that. Other way could be talk to your friends and families who have worked in the company in the past or who are currently existing working. That's a raw data. For example, if Abhishek, you're working in X company, and if I'm applying in that company, I'll first pick up the call and ask Abhishek, how do you think, Abhishek, the company is? Can I apply there? Do you think it makes sense for me? Because information also will be very authentic for me, right? Because you're a good friend of mine.
Right.
So that's another way of getting and knowing the company a little more closer. So these are the different ways you can look at.
Right. So now we move to the next part, and that is on the day of interview, how one should conduct himself. So what preparation is needed on the day of interview?
Lot of. One, just be calm and composed. You don't have to get stressed, you don't have to worry. Just get into the flow. Number one, just be calm and composed. Okay. Number two, keep your portfolio ready. When I say portfolio, you will be carrying a folder, right? These are basics actually. Have multiple copies of your resume. You never know, HR will say, can I have a copy? But you just be ready. The important is you need to be full ready. Carry your own pen. Then do your time management. Well in advance study, kitna time lagega from residence to office. Keep a buffer in hand. You don't have to reach half an hour early. 15 minutes minimum. You can reach early so that you get some time, freshen up, wash your face, clean yourself, come back, and you're like energetic and charged in reception. Because the moment you step in the office, you're getting scanned by everyone, right? And it just takes, I'm sure most of you would know this and heard this, within 7 seconds, your first impression is formed.
Right.
It's just by watching you.
Right.
You're just scanned in a few splits of a second, you're scanned, and your 50% impression has been already formed there.
Right.
So hence, reach on time. That is the second one. Third, keep all your examples ready, vividly. Keep everything ready and follow the model of car. Context, एक context set करो, जो भी आप explain करना चाह रहे हो. Then what actions did you take, and what were the results? Just keep this in mind. I have to just talk about car, and that will lead you somewhere.
Right.
Just don't go in random. मैंने ये किया, because you have to link your answers. So set a context. If there's a situation and they ask, okay, how did you manage your challenges? Give a context, that is, this was a challenge which my team was facing. Explain the context. Then step 2 will be, okay, now I understood the context. Now these are the actions I took, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By doing so, these are the results I got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isn't it easy now? It's easy for the other person also to understand what you're trying to say. Then you're just going all over the place. I've seen many candidates, when you ask something on how you can, what challenges have you handled, or the situation that you have managed, or conflict you've managed, there's no flow in the answer. And then the probing happens. And when you're probed, then you get nervous. मन में तुम सोच रहे हो कि अरे कितना सवाल पूछ रहे हैं मुझे, अब मैं क्या बोलूं? In your head that is going actually. So if you answer it properly, the probing also will not be there, because in the HR or the manager is not understanding maybe what you're trying to say. So just follow the SCAR model, and I think it should solve half of your problem.
So Ashwini, what are the do's and don'ts with regard to dressing up on the day of interview?
Okay. Dressing is extremely important. Not many people take it very seriously even now. I still see people getting into flip-flops, slippers, sports shoes. I don't think that really shows that you've not done enough research on the firm. The safest is go formals. You can never go wrong there, right? Some companies are okay in casual. So do a research. That's where the research works for you. When you do the research, only then you understand the culture of the firm. हर एक company के website में आप जाके देखोगे ना अभिषेक, name any company, they will always mention the principles. Principles is a culture of the firm, period. कोई भी company में जाके देखो. I can give you some names, you can go and even search, and that is exactly what they are going to interview on. Because the reason why they do that, they want to see if you're culturally fit or not. So starting from your dress code, the do's and don'ts, like you said, formals are the best option. The safest colors are white shirt and the grey pant or a beige pant. The safest color you can go with. If you don't really understand colors, go with the safest and neutral colors. Like beige pant is a neutral shade. Shoes and your belt should match all the time. Or if you don't have it, something very similar color, close to that. Okay? Men, especially men, they wear a lot of finger rings. Believe wale hote hai, with due respect. I get that, due respect. But then you don't have to show that in the interview. Maybe you just turn it like this. So सिर्फ आपको ऐसे एक ring दिखेगी. You can play those tricks if you don't want to remove it, because that doesn't look professional. It's not about anyone is against you. It's just that we're following the decorum of the firm. Those are the guidelines of the firm, right? And hygiene is the most important. You don't want to kill the person in the room with your odor, right? You don't want to kill. I've seen a lot of people oiling their hair and coming, and the rooms are small. The meeting rooms are small most of the time, because every firm has one floor only for interviews. Very often you will see that, and those rooms are those actually जहाँ पे 2 जने या 3 जने बैठ सकते हैं. And in that, if you're not managing your hygiene, it's not going to leave a good impression. So you should smell good, mild perfume maybe, a decent haircut. Your locks, kuch ladke, men, they come with long locks. It's okay. I know you love them, but not in the interview. Okay, so manage that. If you are for religious reason, they keep beard, fair enough. Just trim them, or manage in such a way that it doesn't look out of the way. That has been left to you, but important is you have to manage the dress code. You have to figure out hygiene factors. And when you're shaking hands, make sure hands are not sweating.
Right.
That can really leave a bad impression, because nobody would love that. Would you shake if my hands are sweating and I shake my hands with you? And a situation like you can't even wipe your hands in front of the other person. It looks very insulting. So these are very minor and basic, not many understand. And even for women, formal is the best option. Formal, it's a myth. People think formal is only Western wear. No, you can go definitely in Indian wear. So many sari, kurtas, whatever makes you comfortable. The important aspect of wearing clothes, it should make you feel comfortable and confident. If you're wearing too tight, you don't want to be comfortable sitting and standing. So you wear something which is wherein you are comfortable. It is not too loose nor it is too tight. And hair for women, we mostly have long hair, right? Either you tie it behind or put it behind the ears. Because when you're talking, your hair should not be distracting. Only your face should be seen. Lipsticks, go for natural shades. So these are like small things which we all should keep in mind. So actually, I can talk about it for 2 hours, actually, Abhishek. But yeah, so in a nutshell, these are the important aspects one should look for. If you don't know the dress code, go formals, I would say.
That's a great response to this. I hope people will follow your advice very seriously.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm hoping that.
So now we move to the next round about how to face an interview, what happens during the interview. So normally there could be there could be a single interview taking person or an interview panel. So how one should face them and how one should try to impress the panel and the interviewer.
Okay. So most often, Abhishek, before the interview starts, right? HR या आपका recruitment agency जो भी है will brief you and you need to ask. Just don't go blindly. Excitement में. Ask the HR or the recruitment partner, what is the process going to look like for me? So they will tell you in advance. So mentally you're prepared कि मुझे एक जना से बात करना है या 10 जन सामने होंगे मेरे. So you're mentally very prepared. Because at times it can happen. You might get nervous by seeing 5 people going to interview you. Even if that happens, if you're prepared, that should not scare you also. The most important, if it is one-on-one interview, is easy because you're just looking at that one person. And most important is your eye contact. Because this is the only way and most important way to build relationship and the trust. For example, Abhishek, now you're talking to me, and if I look down and talk, how are you going to feel? You will be like, either she's not interested, या ध्यान कहीं और है, पता नहीं क्या देख रही है. You're going to feel that, right? But if I'm looking at you, there's a connection I'm trying to make with you. In my conversation, I'm trying to see that, and with that, even I'm able to understand, are you even listening to me or no? Are you interested in my conversation or no? At the same time, किसी को intimidate भी नहीं करना है, डराना नहीं ऐसे आँखों में आँख डाल के, right? I mean, you look for a few seconds, look somewhere else, re-establish the contact back. This is one-on-one. Assuming if you have 4-5 people next to you, in front of you. Okay, now I'm just going to do a demo how you will do. While you are going to ask me a question, Abhishek, you are my interviewer right now. I will acknowledge you. Okay, I'll acknowledge you, and then I will look around because I need to respect the people who are there in the room also. I will look and I will talk to them, and again I come back and look at you. Because I have to end my answer with you. Because you are the person who has asked me, but at the same time, I'm looking around the room, giving equal importance to others, and coming back and stopping at you again. That will be a panel interview, eye contact. Right. That is one. Second, your gestures. Most often, we talk with a lot of our hands. We use our hands, right? But you have to do subtle movements. ऐसे नहीं करना है. मतलब you're not doing any war there, right? Subtle move, but this can be very distractive otherwise. Subtle. And I would love to give a tip. In fact, there's something called mirroring. Okay, so assuming you're my interviewer, now actually you're sitting, whatever I can see from here, you've kept both your hands on the table like this, right? So I'm subtly going to copy you. Subtly. ऐसे नहीं कि आप अगर ऐसे बैठोगे तो मैं भी ऐसे करूँगी. No, I will not do that. Assuming if you're sitting like this, then I will just touch my chin like this and then come back. I'm trying to copy you subtly without your knowledge.
Okay.
And that way you are able to influence subconsciously. You're engaging it subconsciously.
Okay.
Influencing way, kind of doing it with the interview. It's kind of building a relationship with the interviewer unconsciously. So this is a great technique. Mirror the interviewer. So he starts invariably unconsciously starts liking you. It's kind of an influencing kind of a thing which we work with those gestures. अगर interviewer ऐसा बैठा है, you can also say, you don't have to answer like this. It looks very unprofessional. But then, yeah, okay. Then suddenly you keep your hands down. आपने ऐसे किया. Okay, then I will also, okay, yeah. Slowly, it won't be immediate. few seconds का gap होगा, and then I will copy you and I come back to my original position. If you don't know what to do with your hands, most often we don't know कहाँ पे रखना है हाथ, so just keep them on your lap. And your body posture should be straight. If you're slouching like this, it gives a very bad outlook. It looks as if you're not interested or you've lost energy, or you've dragged yourself in that room. ये खत्म कर दो भाई, मुझे छोड़ दो. That's the outlook the person will have. So be straight. That gives a confident look. You know, your chin, your shoulders back. That's a confident look. So these are subtle, tips you can follow. Hi, Suruchi, Lalit, and Sunil. Hi.
Okay. So, and what is the kind of expectations otherwise that needs to be fulfilled to crack the interview?
Expectations, like I said, I'll go back to the same thing. You should really know what you really want. If you do not know, you will have no questions to ask. Asking question is most important aspect in any interview. If the interviewer is telling you, do you have a question? Don't say, no, I don't have any question. You have to have some questions, intelligent questions. Don't ask for the heck of asking words. Have some intelligent questions which will give you a perspective how your career is going to be in that organization. Maybe a question like, what will be my career graph? How is a regular day looks like in the organization? How does the morning start? As simple as that. That will give you a perspective. What is the culture of the firm? How people are working, So what kind of events the firm has to keep the employees engaged? Example. So you will know, okay, these are the things that they do in the firm, a fun factor. Then you also can ask, will I get an opportunity to do different kind of trainings to upskill my skills? So these are the questions you can ask. Of course, there are many questions, but I'm just giving examples, so you can even do that. And of course, you can ask the manager to reiterate the job description again.
Okay.
Because when you read, it's a little different when the person is trying to explain you. So then you will have too many questions again. Okay, fine. Can you explain me that?
Right.
Because at the end, you have to make a decision if you really want to, if you're comfortable with the job also. So it's important you ask your doubts and clarify to the T so that it helps you take the right decision. That is how I would say.
And like आजकल तो similarity का ज़माना खत्म हो रहा है. You have to be somewhat different from the others. You have to stand out, and that goes well with the interview also. So
Yes.
how one should stand out? हमने ये तो discuss कर लिया कि how the body posture should be like, how we should communicate with the interviewer, but how to stand out and get hired fast than others.
Okay, there are no instant results, right? कभी भी नहीं होगा instant results. But stand out के लिए, like I said, your positioning has to be very strong. That is your USP. That's a unique selling point. How are you positioning yourself in the market? And what are the skills you're portraying which will help the firm to fill that? How is the firm going to get benefited? At the end of the day, Abhishek, the firm is going to see their benefit. Right? अगर मुझे ऐसी आपको लेना है with no benefit, then why would I want to hire you?
Obviously.
Right? And that's an entire package. So one is your positioning, your branding. What are the skills, ABCD skills? So we have to tell the interviewer, I have these skills and that is how I'll be able to value add on the table when I join you. This is how I'll be able to mitigate the risk when I join the firm. So you will have to really understand what are your strengths. And even if you have any weaknesses, ideally I don't like to use this word weaknesses. I typically reframe by using challenges because I feel that's more positive, right? Because challenges, you can convert them into opportunities. So these are the terms one should look for using, instead of saying, I don't know this, I don't know how to do this, instead say, yes, I think I need to go back and do a research. So what kind of language are you using in the interview? Is it more positive? Or is it like, all the time you're like a little bit negative? I have this weakness, I have that weakness. Most often, this is a very common question I've seen in the interviews. How do you manage your temper? सुनने के लिए बहुत आसान है actually. Now try giving an answer. You will have to really think how you want to answer this. So the reason, even the basic, as simple question as this, you need to answer with a lot of thought and strategy. Because what the HR is trying to understand is, how are you going to manage? And all of us lose temper. Kabhi na kabhi to lose hota hi hai. But then how are you going to manage? That is a leadership skill. They will not ask you, okay, now I'm going to ask you leadership questions, Abhishek. They're not going to say that. So in these simple questions, they will try to gauge how are you handling situations, how are you handling emotions. Because when you're working in a company, Abhishek, it's not a solo job, it's not a silo job. You're working with many people, cross functions, in team, different departments, different entities of the organization. So that is why these simple questions can make or break the decision also. So I would recommend that before even answering, think. If somebody says, tell me something about yourself, nobody's interested that you like movie. Nobody's interested. So I've seen people saying, I love to watch Bollywood movies. They actually say that. But the HR is not interested to know that. It's something beyond that. But that helps the HR or the manager understand who you are as a person. So any basic question which we feel are very simple and whatever, you have to give a thought around it. And very often you will also see Abhishek, they ask you some trappy questions where you can get trapped. It's a catch-22.
Right.
Right.
I was coming about that. How to handle the tricky questions.
Yeah. So very often they will ask you, deliberately they will ask you.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to be very mindful. So you have to prepare. That's why I said, you need to be prepared. You just can't go and sit on the chair and say, okay, now you ask, I will answer. It doesn't work that way. There has to be a lot of thought, study, and then go and answer. Right? Because no firm will want to say, you don't want to tell a firm, no, while my dream company is company X, but I'm coming in company Y for an interview. How are you going to tackle that question? It's a very tricky question, right? तुमको जॉब भी चाहिए, but तुम्हारे ड्रीम कंपनी में नहीं हो फिलहाल. How are you going to answer that? So you have to put some thought and mind in that answer. Right? So these are the things.
Okay. And if like you just shared an example, sometimes the question is like how to analyze a competitor or something like that. Some analysis based question.
Yeah. So over here, to get the information, you can go read Business Times, Economic Times, जहाँ पे हर एक company के financial reports दिखाए जाते हैं, at least for the information sake. Okay, you can also visit your competitors. For example, you're applying in company X and company Y is the competitor of company X. Go and visit company Y also. Okay, what is that they have and you don't have, or you have and they don't have?
Right.
And then you combine the answer.
Okay.
So that way it shows an edge that you have really done a market research and it goes for you. It works with you. And then the HR feels, wow, he's already done the research and come. And it's a great impression you're creating, right? I've also seen a lot of people, Abhishek, they don't even visit the company website. They don't even know the basic company website products and services. You will not believe, I have done this when I was working, right? That the basic question as such, what are the principles of our firm? Have you gone through our website? As simple as that. Now you can't tell me, no, I didn't get time. I've got candidates saying that to me. Ashwini, I'm sorry, I just didn't get time. And I'm like in my mind, okay. That's the first important thing you need to do. While you might not remember, you can say, fair Ashwini, yes, I did go through. I don't recall all of them, but I do recall 2 of them.
Yes.
Which is also fair enough. But you can't come and tell the HR, I'm sorry, I didn't get time. So you think I have a lot of time to sit here and talk to you?
Right.
Right. So that is going against you then.
Time of everyone is very important.
Yeah.
And how to handle the personal questions? Like sometimes the interviewer asks the personal questions as well to the interviewee.
See, most often, Abhishek, the hiring managers will never ask personal questions. Most of the firms, MNCs will have this guideline that you will not ask anything outside the portfolio.
Okay.
Okay, that is one. And agar assuming manager पूछता भी है, the interviewee can go and give that feedback to the HR. If he's found offending or uncomfortable, whatever. And HR will always take a permission. Most often, may I ask if you're comfortable? Because ideally, personal questions are not are to be avoided.
Okay.
Unless it's like the role demands. Then yes, I'll have to ask you. But then I'll take your permission before asking. And if you're okay, then we go forward. Else we end. I'll say, okay, fair enough. I will not ask you then.
And how one should handle the multiple rounds of interview nowadays? Like companies have different rounds, telephonic rounds, and then the first level, second level, or third level. They have GDs also. So how should one approach all these things?
So here also the